You've just won $10,000. What are you gonna do with it? If you're a camera person, you're gonna buy gear. What gear should you get? We're gonna break it down into 3 categories: camera, lights, and stands. All right, let's do this thing. Let's get B&H loaded up. My card is empty. All right, let's change that. All right, so as far as cameras go, if I can spell FX30 right. FX30. No. Come on. There we go. Okay, we're gonna get this one. Don't view in cart. A lot of people say you need to spend a lot of money on a camera. That's not true. The FX30 is a really good starting point, especially on a short budget like this. Cameras only get you so far. So you don't need the newest and greatest thing in order to make something good. I have the A7S III. I still use it like 40% of the time, maybe more. It's a great camera. So the FX30 is even newer than that. The only difference is it has a Super 35 sensor, but you don't really need a full frame look. That's more, you know, preference. You'll do good with this camera. All right, next up. Tamron 28 through 75. I have this lens, I love it. It's not too sharp, but it also is a little softer on the edges, but that also gives it a filmic look. I've filmed music videos, commercials, short films on this lens. It's great. I highly recommend getting it. This was my first lens, and I still use it to this day. We're gonna add that. Now you need a camera stand. SmallRig makes a good one. Not that. This thing doesn't want to show me camera stands. Tripod. There it is. So far we're at $3,000. That's a big chunk, but we have a camera, we have a lens. Next is lights. Let's go to, let's see. Actually, before we do that, you're gonna need this. All right, you're gonna get a Sony 240 gigabyte CF Express Type A card. Funny enough, I accidentally left a 168 gigabyte card of the Tough series out in the rain, out in the snow, and that was for a month. A car drove over it, and I couldn't find it. Eventually, my friend found it in their yard, and they gave it back to me. It still works. These cards are waterproof, snowproof, and car-proof. Pretty impressive if you ask me. So this card will last you a while. That's all I'm trying to say. Also, if your card goes through all of that, I wouldn't use it on big projects because it might not be reliable. I use it on small stuff and it works fine. I haven't had any issues. So that's just my personal take on it. Okay, so we have the camera, we have the storage, we have the tripod, and we have the lens. Now let's do lights. All right. Imran Halo, where's the 300? There it is. This is a good bicolor light. I believe it leans magenta. I could be wrong, but that's easily correctable in post. And this is not your key light, so I wouldn't worry about it. So we have that, but that's going to be either your fill or rim light. I'd recommend using that as a fill light. Your key light is going to be something a little bit stronger. Have it listed here. Give me a second. All right. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah. Okay. Imran's the sister to Aperture. It's a very reliable company. The only difference is their parts are made from plastic. I haven't had any issues. I have a 200DS shining on me right now. It looks decent. So I've used Amaran for years. I love them. I haven't had any issues. I wouldn't worry too much about it, especially if you're just starting out with a 10K kit. So next, we're gonna get you guys an Aputure Light Dome. We're gonna get 2 of these. I'm shooting on one right now. Provides a very soft light. Not much more to it than that. Very versatile. You're gonna use it a lot. Getting you guys set up with a nice 3-point lighting setup. Amaran 200DS. Love this light. I use it all the time. Using it right now. You can tell me if it looks good or bad, but I think it looks decent. Very color accurate for the most part. It's only daylight, so I would recommend using it either as a hair light or a fill. With the lighting setup I've given you guys right now, I would use the 60C as your key, the 300 as your fill, and the 200DS on a boom rod as your hair light. Or you can use the next light we're gonna get as any of those, which is the Nanlite Pavotube 30XR. All right, now we're gonna get 2 of them. These are great. I have 2 of them myself. Very durable, full metal lights. They're battery powered, so you can take them out in the wilderness, you know, places you don't have power. You can use these lights. They come with tons of accessories that fit on C-stands and stuff like that. So you can even put it on a boom arm and use it as a fill. A rim light. You can light backgrounds with this. You can use them as practicals. Very versatile lights. There are more videos online on how to use those. So I digress. Okay, what else? Okay, you're gonna get 1 more light, and you can use this as a key, fill, or rim. I've used it as all, but I would recommend putting it. Actually, a really good thing you can do this with, you can put it out on a boom arm above a table, shine the light onto the table, and have the table act as a bounce board and bounce it off onto your actors. So basically, the Amaran is acting as a key, filling your actor's face if you're using a softbox without a grid, and it'll spread the light out to where it'll shine right here. It'll make the chin pretty dark, but if it bounces off the table, it'll act as a fill. So that's a really neat trick you could do. So we're gonna get the Amaran F22C. Okay, cool. Wonderful light. It comes with a softbox. Use it. Comes with a grid as well. Use it. It's a roll-up light, so this is a pretty compact kit that you can fit in the back of your car. Now the hardest thing is the stands. The stands are going to be a little bit more difficult to work with, but we're going to get you them anyway. Hopefully you have like a 4Runner or an SUV of some sort. That's what this kit is geared towards. So we're going to start with the stands, and then we'll move on to the other grip gear. We're going to get the triple riser. I've worked with these on set. I forgot about that. Okay, I have the double riser. The triple riser is good. With the current setup that you're gonna have, you don't have any lights over 68 pounds, and with the 8x8 that we're gonna talk about later, that's not gonna be over 68 pounds between the 2 stands, so you're good. Triple risers are good. I actually need to get a couple of these myself. Okay, so far we're at 7 grand. We're through most of the budget. We still need C-stands. I believe I went with Impact C-stands. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get you 2 of these. These will hold some of your lights, and it's We'll do 3. Yeah, it'll be a little over 10K, but we'll do 3. So we'll do 3 of those. What else do I have listed here? Covered that. Sandbags, you need sandbags. Now, these come filled. I wouldn't recommend doing that. What I did is I found a pack like this, and I got 2 of them. I have 12 sandbags total, and you can go to your local Home Depot, find sand, whatever you want to fill these things with, metal beads if you want. Stick them in a plastic bag so they don't leak, and then put that plastic bag inside of these sandbag kits. It'll weigh about 35 pounds once you're done. The plastic will prevent it from coming out the sides of the bag. Trust me, I've made that mistake once, not making it again. The sand will leak. Add plastic bags and you will be just fine. Cool. Sandbags covered. Impact boom arm. Bomb arm. There it is. Cool. I'm gonna get the black since it won't bounce light off of it as much, which is good. Cool. See what we have so far. We're at 7.5. Actually, we're gonna have 2 of these. Let's start doing this just to add up what we have. See how close we are. It's gonna be a little bit over 10K, but it's not gonna be much too far over. We're actually gonna do 3 of those. So you can have a 3-point lighting setup without using your combos if you don't want to pull them out of your car. Okay. Another thing you're gonna want is this. Aperture lantern softbox. It spreads the light out pretty far and just casts a nice even light. You can fill spaces with it just to bring the base up in case you're having dark images in the room and it's peaking in the shadows. Just something to think about. So we're gonna add that. You can use it on the light of your choosing, but this is a very versatile kit. You can do a lot with it. I'm not even gonna get into everything that you can do because I would talk for hours. This is a really good setup. I'm spending less on the camera, more on the gear so that you can actually shoot in more environments. And the only place you can't shoot right now is outdoor, which we're gonna fix right now. 8x8. What do I have listed? Yeah, Matthews, of course. Okay, Matthews butterfly overhead snap apart frame. This thing is great. It fits in the back of your car, as long as you have an SUV, and you should be good. Now, the most important part, cloths. Magic cloth is what I prefer to use on most of my sets. Eight by 8 magic cloth. And combined with that, you can use an ultra bounce to make a book light, which I'll explain here in a minute. Okay. Luckily, fabric is not too expensive. It's not nearly as expensive as the frame or the stand. Okay. Forgot to mention, in order to hold the ears on the 8x8, you're gonna need oh lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly lollipop. Matthews Hollywood grip head. The ear goes in here, and you're gonna put the junior pin into the combo stand, which will hold the 8x. You're gonna put a lot of sandbags on that thing, so we're gonna add 2 of those. Okay. We are almost done, people. We are almost done. So magic cloth inside. I'd recommend doing a soft frost for outside, so we're gonna add that. It's not on my original list, but it doesn't matter, we're adding it. TRP, that's a reliable source. Request assistance, full frost. You're gonna need to have a really sunny day in order for this to work, but I'd recommend a half frost. For you know, this not being available, we're gonna do this. Okay, cool. Okay, view cart. We should be at, okay. So 11,000, my bad, just over 10. 10 if you're not including tax. So just over 10. 2 of those, 1 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 of those, 2 of those, 3 of those, 2. You can get away with 2. We're gonna do 2. Lower the price for you guys a little bit. Okay. This is the full list. This is everything. If I had 10 or 11 grand or 12, this is what I would get. I'm gonna go down the list. This is a really solid setup. This is a really solid setup. Oh man, I wish I started with this. Gosh. All right. TRP, full or half frost for outdoor shooting. Put it in the 8x frame. Matthews Hollywood grip head, that goes in your combo stands in order to hold the 8x frame, which you'll put this on. Ultra Bounce, which you can use to make a book light, Magic Cloth to make a book light, or just to put it on the 8x to shine the 600C through as your key light, and then that'll basically add a nice big source of light for either to wrap from a window or just as a motivated key. It's great. If you want to make a book light, use the Ultra Bounce in the 8x frame. So this is the 8x frame, right? The Ultra Bounce will be covering the 8x frame. You're gonna drape right here vertically the Magic Cloth, right? So Ultra Bounce, Magic Cloth. You're gonna put your light, the 600C preferably, because you're gonna need something punchy, right here. You're gonna bounce the 600C into the Ultra Bounce, which will shine through the Magic Cloth. And the bigger the source of light you can make, the softer it's gonna be. So Ultra Bounce makes it this big. If it goes through this, it's gonna be this big and it's gonna cover the whole sheet. And such a soft source, love it. Okay, Matthews overhead snap apart frame, aperture lantern softbox to fill the room, impact boom arm. You can also use this on tables, but whatever. Impact saddlebag. You get 2 of them, 12 sandbags total. Impact seat stands, you're gonna get 3 of them for a 3-point lighting setup. Matthews combos, triple riser. You can put your big 600C on it, which can also go into C stand, or you're gonna use these for your 8x frame. So you're gonna get 2 of those. Imran, key, fill, rim, table. This is the most versatile light you're gonna have. It rolls up, it's great. Nail light Pavo tube, the second most versatile light you're gonna have. I've used these as a key and fill. You can use them to light backgrounds or as practicals, they're great. 200DS, you can use that as a key sometimes, which that's what I'm doing right now with the 90 aperture light dome. It's great. So you can use that as a key, you can use that as a fill, you can use that as a rim if you put it on a boom arm, whatever you want. We're gonna get you 2 of the aperture quick domes. Key, fill, put them on both. 600C, this is the biggest light you have, the punchiest. It's also full RGB, which is great. The Halo 300X bicolor, this is a very versatile light because you can match daylight or candles. The FX30 digital cinema camera, it's not technically a cinema camera, but I've seen films, you know, made on it. You can use it for that. 240 gigabyte CF Express Type A card. I've left this out in the rain and it's been fine. I already mentioned that earlier. Small rig, heavy duty with fluid head. This is the cheapest but best tripod you can get for the money, in my opinion, in a Tamron 28 to 75. That's what I would get. Total comes out to $10,781 with tax. I hope that helps. That was a long video, but thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If this was useful, please leave a like in the comments. Leave a like and comment. if this was helpful. I don't know why you'd leave a like in the comments. I don't think that's even possible, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's 10K. Man, it goes quick. But hey, that's the industry. All right, take care now. Bye-bye then.